Good morning. It was a nice little night here at Thateng Farm Resort. We went for some dinner. We actually didn't take any video of that, but the food was nice. The restaurant closed quite early though, at 7 o'clock, so we had an early bite to eat and then just came back and relaxed a bit. So we're just going to show you a little bit more of this place before we head on the bike to our next destination. So we were wanting to go to a place called Mystic Mountain, which was recommended by the guy that we rented the bikes from. But unfortunately Yuan's still not feeling great today, and we just feel like that might be a wee bit too big of a detour when he's not feeling great. So we're going to skip that one. But if you're coming on the loop, I think you should definitely check it out because I've heard really good things. But instead of doing that, we're going to do another little path on the bike that the motorbike guy recommended. After we've done that, we're then going to continue on the loop, and we are going to go for our last night stop on the loop, and we're going to stay near the last 3 waterfalls. We haven't completely decided where we're going to stay yet tonight, so keep watching, and yeah, we'll find out what tonight has in store for us and what the rest of the day has in store. But meanwhile, Yuan, how are you feeling?
I've got a nice bass to my voice, and I've got a sore chest, sore throat. Ridiculous. Somehow I think by being in a hot country, you couldn't get the cold or the flu or anything. I don't think it's the flu, I think it's just a cold. Yeah, but it's not good because you don't really want to do anything, and you gotta but just get drugged up and get out into the fresh air. It's a little bit cooler, which is great. And get on with it!
It's a farm, but we haven't seen any animals, but I think there maybe are. Actually, I tell a lie, I went for a run last night and there was these really cool birds in a cage over the other side of the water. But yeah, apart from those, I've not seen any other animals. But I did see photos and the reviews of some maybe little sheep or something, so maybe they're in a different section. I found some more animals. We've got some little rabbits. It's quite weird here. It's like there's quite a lot of people milling about, but I think a lot of them work here. But it's hard to know who actually works here and who doesn't because they don't wear a uniform. Yeah, a bit strange, but nice for a little stop off. So we're now going to drive on the scenic little loopy bit that the guy from the motorbike shop recommended.
Yeah, it's
we're kind of backtracking on ourselves to do this, so hopefully it'll be worth it for the views. Well, it's been an interesting day so far. We did our little loop that the bike guy recommended and it was absolutely beautiful. We've now come up to Tad Fane Resort, which is just in front of Tad Fane Waterfall, and we've been given a room and it's fine, except Yuan just went to use the toilet and discovered that there was actually no water in the cistern, so it doesn't flush, and there was lots of ants inside it. But hopefully we'll be able to change room or get it sorted out. Not ideal when Yuan's not feeling well because you just want to get somewhere and relax, so I feel a bit sorry for him. But yeah, we'll show you a little look at the waterfall, and then we're going to have some food here. We're going to get up tomorrow morning and we are going to go to the other 2 waterfalls which are very close to here. before heading back to Pakse and completing this loop. Okay, we're in the new room. It's just the same really as the last one.
It's got a fan.
Yeah, it's got a fan. Although actually it's quite cool here because it's quite damp. And yeah, if you're gonna stay here, don't expect bells and whistles. It's pretty basic. But it's £20 a night for 2 of us, so it's fine. Fine for one night, but I don't think I'd really want to stay much longer than this, to be honest. But because we didn't book ahead anywhere, we didn't really have a lot of choice of places to go, and there aren't actually that many options around this area, so this is probably the best out of a not great bunch. It's that really damp weather where the mosquitoes are like everywhere. But we're gonna go now. We're walking to the waterfall. So with this waterfall, Tad Fane, I'm not sure which, you can't actually get down to the waterfall. You can only view it from the viewing platform, but this is where the zipline is, and tomorrow our plan is to get up in the morning and do that. We like a bit of adrenaline. As is the way in Laos, we've got some techno music going at the restaurant. It's a pretty nice view though, isn't it? I think it's further across.
So to get down here to the zip line and to the guest house, you need to pass a little checkpoint where there's a girl there. Well, at least there was a girl there when we arrived earlier, and it's £2.50, so it's 20 kip, 1,000 kip each, plus an extra 5 for who knows what, don't know. We tried to explain to her, but we've not actually booked yet. We're going to see if there's any rooms, but you still have to pay for it. It's a big thing here in Laos. You just, yeah. I think it's to like protect your bike, or, you know, entrance into, you know, the zip line. I don't really know who runs that, but it's a bit weird. It's a bit of a rip-off, but you know, you just pay it. It's only £2.50. Good morning from Tad Fane Resort. It's about 10 to 8. We're gonna hit the zip line right when it opens at 8 o'clock. Not the best sleep. The mattress was fine, it's pretty comfy. Still a lot of ants in the bathroom. The black ants, not the bitey red ones, thankfully. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't have the best night's sleep, but I did sleep. Not for long, but I did get a little bit of sleep. But I don't mind if there's like a mosquito net because you feel protected, but I just felt like I couldn't relax because it was like, oh, it's gonna crawl over me. Anyway, the good thing is that we're up early, so it means that we can catch the zip line as soon as it opens and then basically have breakfast and leave. So that's the plan for this morning. It is a pretty nice view to wake up to. I mean, not that we actually woke up to this, we couldn't see it from the window. But yeah, it's pretty spectacular. And actually we did get woken up at about 5:30 with all the jungle sounds. There was actually one really loud sound that I'd never heard before. It was like crickets, but it was like, or cicadas, but
I like a drill sound.
Yeah, it was like a kind of drilling animal noise. So that was interesting. I've done quite a lot of zip lines before, but I don't know why, but I'm a wee bit nervous about this one. Asked them if they've ever had an accident. They said only people slipping when they're walking up the hill during it, in between them, and people not kind of using the brakes properly and maybe like hurting their hands. But that's reassuring to know that no one's ever died. Let's hope I'm not going to be the first one. I need to stop catastrophizing.
Loaded. Let's go.
I think we get a little practice on the baby zip line first, so we know what we're doing.
That's That's Romana's just going to stay on the baby one.
Getting a little bit scared now, although I've done these before, like I've never been this high, I don't think.
You can do it. Woo! Whoa, that was cool.
Love you. Here we go again. Oh my god, why have I stopped? Oh my god. Why is it stopped in the middle? Scared. How come it stopped? Oh my god, that was scary.
I think you had your hand on the brake.
Oh shit. That was really scary. I was like, oh stop.
I think you had it too far back.
Yeah. Maybe you can record next time. I'm obviously not very good. God.
Oh! Remember, if you fall, it's okay because you're clipped in. No.
Here?
Two hands.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Oh, there, right. Do I need to brake? No brake, right.
Okay, sit down. Yeah, let's go. It's very exhilarating. Yeah, so cool. Climbing up this path, it's very steep. You're getting a workout as well.
I'm just having a little break. Climbed up a lot of steps. Yeah, I'll be ready for my breakfast after this. I broke too early. I couldn't let go to do my arms out.
Did you not?
No, that was a step too far.
Oh yeah, that is the way to start the day. Oh, you get a workout, climbing up the steps, you get the exhilaration of the zipline, you get to see the beautiful scenery, the waterfall, all the greenery. The guys are really cool. That you're with, you feel safe. Yeah, you've got one person each, so definitely recommended.
Yeah, it was brilliant. If you love adrenaline, you've got to do it. I'm sweating now though.
It's pretty short. That was only about half an hour tops. Half an hour intensive, done.
brilliant.
Yeah, and actually some people say, oh, $35, that's like too expensive. But actually, I wanted to be safe. And I definitely did feel safe. It was a bit scary when I got caught halfway, but I think that was my own fault. I inadvertently had my hand too far back, so the brakes were on a bit. But yeah, it was really great, and actually a really great way to see some other vantage points of the waterfall. So it was actually worth the not so great night's sleep to be able to get up early and just get that done. Definitely a good way to start the day. Oh, that was actually a really nice breakfast. We had a choice of pancakes, French toast or rice soup. We didn't really fancy rice soup or bread, so we had the pancakes. Again, going against our non-gluten diet, but never mind. Once we get back to the UK, we'll be back on it. But the pancakes were actually really tasty. And you know what? It was actually really nice to just sit up here and have our breakfast. This is an amazing view to sit and have breakfast at. Probably one of my favourite breakfast views ever. So in a way, it was actually maybe worth staying here to just get up early and be the only ones here, and to have this place to ourselves. So yeah, still not a fan of the ants though. So we're now going, there's 2 more waterfalls in this area, so we're going to jump on the bike and head to them now.
We are just walking down to Tad Yuang waterfall. To get in here, same deal again. 20,000 each, 5,000 for the bike. That's the norm, more or less.
And it was just literally a 5-minute drive from Tad Fane, where we started today. And by the looks of it, we're the only people here. Well, we're the only motorbike people here so far, because it's still fairly early. What time is it? It's 10:30. So yeah, so the plan is to see this waterfall, and then Tad Champee, which is again very near to here, and then we're going to drive back to Pakse. We're going to pop into the motorbike shop and get some clean clothes, and then we are going to head to Champee. We've heard there's some nice ruins there, and we're actually going to spend 3 nights there, which is quite a while for a small place like that, but we found a nice, well, it looks nice, place to stay. So that's going to be in next week's vlog, but keep watching to see the rest of these 2 waterfalls at the end of the Pakse loop. So we're at the top, pretty much the top of the waterfall here. You can walk down, which we'll do in a minute, but it's so lush and it's so green, so pretty. Wow, this waterfall is absolutely stunning. I think this is maybe, well, no, this is definitely my favourite out of all the ones we've seen so far.
And of course, we're going for a swim. We'll get right under the waterfall. Hey, Romana.
I've had enough adrenaline for one day.
Oh. Oh. Wow, that took your breath away. Oh. Shit, that's cold. Oh, it's nice though. You can't win, eh? Too hot, too cold. No, this is nice. Just watch some of the rocks. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so cold. It's so cold. was so cool to get right under the water. I actually saw like a rainbow in the water, which I've never seen before. Yeah, this is a special morning, ziplining and then swimming in Thateng. Good day.
Superb. So that was a bargain this time at the P waterfall. It was only 25, 10 each and 5 for the bike.
Did you just call it the P waterfall?
Well, that's what it says up there, P. But it's short for
Champee?
Champee. But it's called, they called it P. Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, Tad Champee. Yeah. The road is very long. You come off the main road, so the turning actually isn't very obvious. It's opposite the turn off for Tad Fane Waterfall. It's directly across the road from there, but the dirt track that you have to go on is very long. It takes quite a while, and the start, oh my god, the start of it is full of like quite big kind of stones. So yeah, like I would say you need to be quite a confident motorbike driver to navigate the roads to this one. I definitely wouldn't have been able to do it, I don't think.
You're not going to be disappointed with any of the waterfalls, really. Just as you think you found a favourite one, there's one that's even better.
Well, I'm really liking this waterfall as well. This is our last one of the loop, and I think we've ended on a good one. I think this one and Yuang, the last one, are definitely my favourites. Oh, Jesus! I just never do it gracefully, do I? It's like so far removed from sexy.
If I did this every day for a year, I would still be amazed.
I don't think I want to go under. The current's quite strong and you really have to swim against it to get under. So I'm just going to leave that one to you. And
that was cool. There's lots of little caves behind the drop there.
Cool.
Yeah, and it's nice. You can just, it's like it quite weirdly quite, the noise kind of goes out that way. It's quite kind of like weirdly quiet behind there, eh? I know it sounds weird, but it's strange. Beautiful though. Listen to that rain. That was good timing. This is perfect. You've got vegetables and fried rice for 20,000 kip, £1, and a little drink and warm clothes on. You wait till the rain subsides, and then you try and make it down that track. So if you're here and you go to the waterfall, stop and have some fried rice with vegetables, or fried rice with whatever else. They've got quite a few variations there, but superb.
We've decided to make a dash for it while the rain is still stopped. Hopefully the roads back aren't going to be too treacherous. We're nearly out. This last little bit, which is the first bit you'll come to if you're coming in here, is the worst. So I just decided that I would rather just walk than be on the back of the bike. So we're going to drive back to Pakse now. It's about 35 kilometers. Hopefully we don't get any more really big downpours. I'm so glad that we did this loop. It was brilliant. I think for me the highlight was the stops along the way. Obviously there were some beautiful waterfalls which were lovely, but for me I really enjoyed Mr. Viang's coffee place and also Captain Hook's, because it was a real chance to kind of learn about the culture along the way and just a different way of life, and that's what I really enjoyed. So yeah, I'm so glad that we did this, and I 100% recommend it if you're coming down this way. You could easily do the short loop in a couple of nights. I mean, actually you could even do it in one, but I wouldn't really recommend it. If you've got a bit of extra time, spend a couple of extra nights, because it means that you won't be rushing, and that if you find somewhere that you like and you want to stay an extra night, you can do that, and you've got that flexibility. The great thing about Miss Noy is that you don't have to tell them when you're bringing the bike back. So really, the world is your oyster, the loop is your oyster, and you can spend as much time as you like just discovering little hidden gems.